Good evening and welcome to the second evening of this whole week's streaming of the Encounter free online. And first I want to say, just absolutely humbled by the thousands and thousands of people who watched it. Staggered. Amazing. Thank you very much for everyone who has watched it, and anybody who hasn't, thank you already. And I did just want to say, I'll talk about different things maybe every day this week, but I wanted to say that, of course, I'm not, as I say in the show, I'm not alone on stage. The point is that you make this story. I can't make it without you. You all make different stories with it. And it's not only that I am not alone, but dozens of people have created this show with me, amongst whom are the Mairuna community of Marajai Tefe in the Amazonas in the western part of Brazil, with whom I'm still very closely in touch, and also my friend Takuma Kuikuru from the Jingu indigenous territory in Mato Grosso, with whom I've been in very close contact over the last few weeks because he is going to be in the Q&A on the 20th at 7:30 to answer questions about the piece, but also answer questions about the Amazon. Now, this is particularly important at the moment because the world is being ravaged in different ways by COVID-19. And this is very serious at the moment in Brazil, particularly for indigenous communities who are already in conflict with their own government, led by this man, Jair Bolsonaro, who's already kind of declared war on indigenous people and on indigenous people's territory. And anybody who looked at the Financial Times today will have seen the title "Crisis in the Amazon." And you scroll down and you see this Brazilian climate scientist, Carlos Nobre, who's also a member of the Brazilian Academy of Sciences, who declares that fear of genocide as a consequence of this pandemic is not exaggerated. The risk to indigenous people of this pandemic and the threat of invasions is very serious and could spell the end of indigenous culture, if not stopped. Now, Takuma has reached out to me for support. And of course, because he supported me, I immediately want to support him. But why should we all want to support Takuma and indigenous peoples? Well, very simply, because they are on the front line in terms of the preservation of the whole of the Amazon. And when they talk about preservation, they talk about the Amazon, of course, as part of themselves. So yes, they wish to preserve themselves and their own culture. But it is not just that, because whenever they talk about it, they talk about the preservation of the Amazon for everyone, as you will see in his film. And so they are in a struggle at the moment, a struggle to survive. But we have to understand that this struggle for their survival is not only theirs, it is our struggle. 1/5 of the world's fresh water is in the Amazon basin, every 5th glass that we drink. Of course, we understand it as part of the lungs of the planet. And these people are out fighting not for their survival, but for ours. And we owe them our support. They're our brothers and sisters. Please watch Takuma's film about COVID-19, and you will see a Just Giving page at the end. This is not just giving. This is for all of us. It is for them. It is also for all of us and for future generations. Venceremos. Thank you for listening.